Hello everyone, Sam from my forexmagicweb.com, making this small video. I actually decided to make one after reading this news here on Forex Factory. I don't know where else this news is, but this is about the USD-CAD. And when I read that, it made me laugh. Head and shoulders pattern forming, I don't know, pattern forming in USD-CAD, right? And the news is like 11 hours ago. So today's news on April 3rd. The reason that I was laughing is because they are only 3 weeks late seeing that pattern or a drop coming. And the reason that I'll show you now that I made this chart, this one, look at the date on this one. I made this chart 21st March and gave it to my subscribers to trade. And I already did one trade from the top because I saw the level. The level is 3062, right? 3062/18. And if some of you don't know where it is and how I trade, let me show you my trade first. This was the trade from the top. 3004 is my entry. Okay. Weekly low right there, and my entry after it's failing to go above and making a double top here, right? But 3062 is just above that, and we hit somewhere here. We hit that, and then start dropping. And that drop, we came up, went up, drop, went up, and then dropping. Right. So this is the trade that I took on the 7th March. Way before that I made the chart. And let me show you where that big level is, and you will be surprised. That big level is this, 3062 and 3018. And that was the trade coming from there. And this was the chart I made. That okay, it is coming now down, and also very close to the TL. It didn't hit the TL quite, but yeah, it is. It was coming down. So I said, we're gonna come down because this level is too big, and it's gonna hold. And it's some kind of like harmonic pattern. And after that, let me show you how many trades I did. This is the chart, and then after that, a short 80 pip there, and then hitting this level and bouncing. After a big drop and hitting something like this, big level. Where is this level? Let me show you where this one is. That was 2835, right? So on a weekly chart, you'll see 2835 is this high. Big number. Okay, this is a big number here. So 2835, and it bounced from there, and I took a long right there. Okay, so this was the long there, and then I made this chart that this is what's happening. On a 40-minute chart, it's very clear, 40-minute, and now I'm using like 29-minute chart, 30-minute basically. So, but they are very good to identify the Elliott wave counts. And here you can count those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A was the drop that I took the short. Then I took long right here at 2835, and it is going to the upside. So I said, okay, this is A, then we're going to have a B, and then drop for C on a 40-minute chart. But all in all, weekly chart, USD-CAD need to drop a lot more than that, right? But this is immediate what's happening. And for that chart, and I took another short when we went there. And this is a pending order actually, sell stop order. You can see sell stop is that, you put a pending order, and when the price comes and hit, it takes the order and then continue in that direction. So after hitting this, going a little bit above 29.19, hit this, like these MAs, very important. And usually this black one is very important. So we hit that and we start dropping. I put a pending order, and what happened to this one is this. And this is on 23rd March. and it was going to, down, continually. But I closed this. 28.35 is a big level. You're messing around here. And finally, let me show you what happened to. I think I missed change the charts, man. I don't know. This, and this, and this, and after this, I have the chart here. No, what happened to today's chart, man? So I'm going to show you that what happened to this Elliott wave count finally. Maybe this is the one. And I have this A, B, and then look, I had B right around here, right? So it was a little bit extended, and usually it's very common. B waves and wave 4 and wave B. They are very complicated and very, tricky, complex corrections. And that's what it is. After that, and start dropping today, start dropping. And that, my final target was all along on a weekly chart, which I made on 21st, was all the way down. And then I made this Elliott wave count when I said, we were going to the upside towards the end, the finishing point of B. And after that, I said, we're going to finish B and then come down for C. And that's what we exactly did. But I started this chart, like I said, when 21st, I start trading this downside USD-CAD on 7th March, and they are giving a news today that there might be a head and shoulders forming. They're still thinking about it. That if it is forming and if it's confirmed, then they will do the trade. In the meantime, you saw how many trades I already did, and I'm tracking it, and I knew all the way from at least when I made the weekly chart. I gave it to my subscribers that this is what's going to happen, and start taking short entries. That's it. USD CAD and pound CAD as well. And CAD yen to the upside, because CAD is supposed to get strong. CAD index. The similar chart I have, CAD index, beautiful, beautiful chart, CAD index chart with the leading diagonal, and then as wave 1, and then wave 2 to the downside. And let me show you the chart, for that. I'm just showing you USD-CAD. So I'll quickly show you that chart of USD-CAD. Based on that, we are doing this. And we are shorting the pound CAD as well beautifully. Okay. So what the chart I made was this. CAD index, individual index. Okay. This is what CAD index is all about. This is, wave 1 as a leading diagonal, followed by sharp wave 2, which is this, ABC, boom. And then we're supposed to go up, and we are going nicely. So when CAD will get strong, then wherever the CAD is on the right-hand side, those pairs will go down. And wherever the CAD is on the left-hand side, those pairs will go up. Like CAD yen, it went up beautifully, beautifully. It went up so nicely today. It's unbelievable. I didn't take any entries, by the way, but I made the chart to show someone. Let me quickly show you that, what happened to CAD yen, and you'll be surprised that, how many entries were there from my 7-minute chart setup. Beautiful chart, beautiful entries. Look, entry here, entry here, entry. All of these drops here in the indicator, these are beautiful entries, and just keep going straight line all the way. That's happened today. This is today, starting here, 5 o'clock, yesterday, 5 o'clock in the evening, and boom, it's gone all the way. So this is what happened when you pay attention to the indexes. Individual indexes are very important, which I covered. I just showed you. I covered all the individual indexes from USDX, USD index, pound index, euro index, Aussie index, yen index. I don't care about franc index. I don't trust that. And New Zealand index once in a while, but not too much in there. But yeah, I check for other people, but I have no interest in that. Aussie is enough. Okay, so these are the indexes, especially yen. For example, pound yen went up because the yen was getting weaker. All the yen pairs, and CAD yen going strongly to the upside. Yen also contributed because yen was getting weaker and CAD was getting stronger. So the imbalance was high, and the pair went flying. So this is what happened. So that's why when I saw this news, it says, man, now they notice that head and shoulder forming, and they're probably thinking about trading it while I've been trading it for the last 3 weeks already. Actually, for like almost a month. My first trade, a short trade on that from the top was on the 7th, and today is already 3rd. Okay, so this is how it is. So that's why I said that if you like what you see, and I always put my charts out there, show you guys that this is how it is, and if you have these charts way ahead of time, that similar chart I have for USD CAD, and that thing is dropping very nicely, almost the same chart. I'm sorry, not that. I mean, this is USD CAD. I'm talking about pound CAD. Sorry, pound CAD. It's such a beautiful chart, and it's just dropping very nicely because of the CAD's strength. And pound is going to get weaker, and then pound CAD is going to drop big time. So this is it for now. I just wanted to show you guys that how the CAD, USD CAD is doing, and CAD index is doing, and people are noticing now. While I've been, me and my group, we're trading from all the way, it's like 3 weeks ago. We started trading that, and we already made like, I have 4 or 5 trades already, maybe almost like 300 pips or 250 pips out of this pair. Okay, and a lot more to come, All right, so this is it for now. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.